Okay, in this lesson, we're going to get very acquainted with your credit reports. We're going to take a really good in-depth look at them. Now, there's only one place where you can get a free credit report with no strings attached. There's a ton of other sites and offers out there, and you just want to be careful. There's a lot of good sites. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but there are strings attached. With the government website that I'm talking about, annualcreditreport.com, they allow you to have your credit report given to you free once a year. Now, this website, it's a very simple website. Right off the bat, it's going to ask you a bunch of information, personal info. At some point, it's going to ask you verification questions that only you would know. Nothing very difficult. For the most part, they are answers that you will know. If you don't know the answers, then there may be a problem there, and that will direct you to talk with a customer service representative. Now, what this website does is it facilitates you between all three of the credit bureaus, the major credit bureaus. So it's going to take you to Experian's website, it's then going to take you to Equifax's website, and it will always take you back, and then, of course, to TransUnion. And you can print those off. I would save them to your computer as well. So, get those two copies, a paper copy and a digital copy. Now, if there are any problems, and this doesn't happen often, but it does, the customer representative may have to send one to you through the mail. They get it out to you pretty quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time. They want to get those reports to you quickly, or it slows down their process. And so once you get these reports, what we're going to do is, what I like to do is I get 5 different markers. And for instance, what you're going to do is, with your personal information, and this is the least serious, it really is, mark any mistakes with blue. Take a yellow one and mark up any mistakes that you find in your credit report. Now, keep in mind, the more mistakes you find, the better. And the best way to find mistakes is to compare an item from one bureau to the next. So ABC Finance, ABC Finance, ABC Finance. All three might have different amounts owed. So you would light those up because they're differences. And this gives you the reason to believe that there's an inaccurate item here. Okay? So, then take like a pink marker and circle trends. And when I mean trends, that could mean, you have an issue with credit cards, or you have, you've created a pattern of medical bills or student loans, things of that nature. Because we want to master your credit altogether. We don't want you to just be fighting to get items removed. We want to work on things that will bring your score up as well, that aren't necessarily the removing of negative items. Okay, so keep track of those trends. We're going to do that later. Now, one of the PDFs that we have provided for you is it's a sheet that where you can put down your account names, your account numbers, and inaccuracies. And this sheet you're going to actually be able to use for a couple other steps that we have later on in this module that's just for you to improve your credit. And so, start to get to work there with more of the paperwork, the homework. This is prep work so that we can really hit the ground running with your credit reports. Now, what we do here, sometimes people ask, who are the bureaus? And I just want to make it very clear, the bureaus are not government. They're not government related. They're private for companies like 7-Eleven or Walmart or Costco. They're here for profit. So don't feel that they are an authority or that their items are typically correct, because the item more often than not has a mistake in it. And that's why this is such a lucrative thing for you to do in your personal life. We use federal laws, federal guidelines. These are your rights that we're putting into action for you. And so, buckle up. Let's get ready for the ride. This is going to be really exciting, and I look forward to seeing you with the next lesson. Now, albeit this lesson here is just a quick one, but there is quite a bit of work that needs to be done, and so really get on it. As soon as you have done all this, you have your reports in hand, and your sheets are all dirty and ready to go, we're gonna go. We're gonna hit the ground running. So I'm excited to see you guys again, and we'll go from there. See you next week.